name's Bill Frisbie. I've been a part of Elijah House for years, and they've asked me to share a little bit about the prophetic today. Been around the prophetic since about 1984, so that's a long time. Learned a lot. Sometimes I wish I'd learned more, but I think we're learning, and we'll just say it that way. We all are learning. Today I want to share with you something that's taught in the Elijah House schools called burden bearing. Before I get to that, I want to quote a verse of scripture. It's called Romans 11:36, and it says this: all things are from him, go through him, and return to him. It's God's cycle. All things. Did you get that? All things are from him, through him, and return to him. One of the greatest gifts we have as prophetic people is that we can sense things. We can sense things about other people. We can sense things about a town when we drive through. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? Or, whoa, this is a great place. What a wonderful place. That capacity that's prophetic within you to sense is a great blessing. But oh my word, it has a weight in it that can overburden you and keep you with a ballast, like a ballast around your legs, so you can't be free. So let me explain this. Galatians chapter 6, verse 2 says, we are to bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. So let's just say I'm here and I'm talking to Allison here at Elijah House, and I sense that today Allison feels a certain way. I sense that. I pick up on that. It's like, oh. And maybe Allison's just going through a tough time. And so in the middle of her difficulties, the loving Father, the loving Jesus, all things are from him, lifts a small portion of her burden off of her, and he gives it to me to carry. I become aware of it. All things are from him. Now the Lord's lifted that little piece of burden. He's put it on me. All things are through him. I'm beginning to feel some of the things that she's feeling. How could that work something good? I think it's called Philippians 3:10, where it says, I want to know Christ. I want to know him in the power of his resurrection. The next one, the fellowship of his sufferings. For a small moment, when the Holy Spirit, this supernatural operation of the Holy Spirit, lifts a portion of that burden off my sis, I carry it for a moment. I feel it. I feel that thing that she's feeling. And the beautiful part is, remember the third part, from, through, where's it? I'm not going to carry this thing. It's like hot potato. As soon as I figure out what's going on, Lord, I pray for my sister. I give her back to you, and I release that burden back to you. Burden bearing starts with him taking a small piece of someone's weight off of them, giving it to me, and while I'm holding it, I'm sitting with Jesus, feeling the weight of his heart for her, the fellowship of his sufferings. And as I pray that, as soon as I get that, I can release that back to him. Many of us as prophets and prophetic people, we sense it, we take it to ourselves, we never think to give it back to God. We don't even know. So burden after burden after burden after burden, to the point where I don't want to be around people. I don't want to be around anyone. Guess what? You can close your spirit. Like if I'm going to the Home Depot and I need a tape measure, I'm a man on a mission. I'm closing my spirit. I'm not looking at the clerks. I'm not looking at the shoppers. I'm going for that tape measure. I'm grabbing it. I'm a hunter-gatherer. I'm back in the line, self-service if I can get there. I'm checking out and I'm gone. And I didn't have to pick up all the burdens. Prophetic people sense and feel. Don't let that need to sense, which defines you in some way as a prophetic person, don't let the enemy hook you into carrying burden after burden after burden, because remember, his way is, it's from him, it's through him, and for goodness sakes, get that hot potato back in his lap. Give it back to Jesus. I hope that helps you. God bless you.